A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. I am Sir Irfan Ashraf and from Uswa College Islamabad. I will deliver lecture to 9th class students. I hope 9th class you listen first lecture, that will be helpful, and previous informations are very important. I will tell you one thing. If you will remind previous lecture, next lectures will be very easier to understand. So all informations are linked with each other. So therefore, my sons, you have to read my previous lectures and you have to listen my lectures, and recalling of those lectures are very important. We go back to our topic of today. This is lecture number 2. Percentage of elements and their role in organ system. Percentage of elements and their role in organ system. You are watching a slide, percentage of elements in the living things. Which elements are present in your body, I will discuss today. And before that, I will share a very useful information. You have always questioned that you are composed of which thing? Your animals and plants are composed of which thing? Because that is a confusion. Somebody say you are composed of cells, somebody say you are composed of molecules. You will also listen that you are composed of atoms. You will also listen you are composed of the tissues. You are composed of organs, you are composed of organ system, you are composed of atoms, you are composed of molecule. So 7-8 things I am telling you. You will listen these things. Even in this book, you will also see you are composed of micromolecule, you are composed of macromolecule, you are composed of cells, you are composed of cell organelles, you are composed of tissues, you are composed of organs, you are composed of organ system, you are composed of atoms, you are composed of elements, you are composed of micromolecule, you are composed of macromolecule, you are composed of protein. So, which thing is correct? Now you will be confused after listening all this composition. Then you question in your mind, sir, I am composed of which thing? Because biology say you are composed of cells, chemistry say you are composed of atoms, and you are composed of organs, you are composed of organ system. So answer I give you, my sons, you are composed of all these things. I will justify in this lecture. I will justify you that all things are present in your body, right? And students, one thing you will note: all informations are continuous informations. My information will not finish. This will continue until last day, until even in the classroom. I will keep discussing these things again and again. So therefore, my information is not complete. In my next lecture, you will listen these informations, continuation of these informations. So therefore, what the point I will tell you, you have to remember. Remaining things which is coming in your mind, that will be clear in the next lectures automatically, because I am going to discuss these all things again and again. Now I go back to topic once again. You listened my topic? Yes. Percentage of elements and their role in organ system. We'll go back to what the conclusion I told you. What the conclusion? Once again, what was the problem? Problem I told you that you are composed of which thing? That was the problem. Somebody says you are composed of atoms, you are composed of molecules, you are composed of cells, you are composed of tissues, you are composed of organs, you are composed of organ system, you are composed of structures which are present inside cell, that is called organelle. So you will be confused, sir, I am composed of which thing? So I will tell you, you are composed of all these things. And now we will verify from this lecture. So okay, so this is a biology class by Sir Irfan, Uswa College Islamabad. Now I go back to the elements. Technically, students, you are composed of atoms. Atom, smallest particle of the matter, you know, in chemistry you studied. And if atoms are similar, if the similar atoms combine, they form element. So which elements are more in your body? This is a basic composition of your body. These atoms are elements, make your body. What are the elements? I tell you. One is oxygen. Visible to you, you are watching on the screen 65%. Maximum element which is present in your body, that is oxygen, that is 65%, and carbon is 18%. This is the second most abundant element or atom found in your body, and third one is hydrogen. Now thing coming in your mind, organic compound. I will define organic compound. Carbon, hydrogen molecules are organic compounds. Yani carbon, hydrogen present in any atom, that is called organic molecule, and organic molecules mostly consist of oxygen as well. So it is clear your body is mostly organic. You are composed of organic molecules. What is the definition of organic molecule? I am telling you again, students, carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. You can say oxygen as well. If they are present in your body, that is the organic molecule. Now listen, these three elements, carbon is number one, hydrogen is second one, and the third one is the hydrogen, carbon, oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, and some elements which are present in your body in a less amount. See, nitrogen, I show you nitrogen, calcium, phosphorus. Nitrogen present in DNA, calcium present in your skeletal system, teeth, and phosphorus present also in the DNA and the protein, and sulfur also present, which is not written here. Sulfur also is the part of your body because some protein molecules consist of sulfur. So these elements which are present in your body, they make your body. So if you are confused that these atoms are present in the body, if we are composed of these atoms, how we are composed of cells according to biology. So I will tell you, these elements will come to form small molecules. So you will go sequence wise, very easiest way to understand. These atoms, small atoms, I will start from the smallest unit and I will go to the largest unit. Mean you are composed of all these things similarly, but these atoms will make those things which are present in your body. All things present in your body are composed of these atoms: carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, calcium, sulfur is not written here, that is also present, phosphorus. And mostly these atoms are organic because carbon, hydrogen, oxygen are present in the organic molecules. Now the students, the main point is that if they will combine, which thing they will form. First of all, some elements, if they will combine, they will form two type of molecules. The molecules which are larger, macromolecule spelling you can see, macromolecule, MACROMOLECULES. If these atoms will combine to form large molecule, that is a macromolecule. If these atoms will combine to form small molecule, that is a micromolecule. I will repeat, these atoms which are present in your body, if they will combine, they will form two form of molecules. One is the small molecule, one is the large molecule. And when they are composed of small molecule, that is called as a micromolecule, and when they are composed of the large molecule, that is called as a macromolecule. Now these atoms, example of macro and macromolecule I give you. Glucose is the small molecule. C6H12O6 is the formula of the glucose, and starch is the large molecule, that is called macromolecule. I give you difference between small molecule and the large molecule. Your body is composed of monomers and polymers, not written here, don't confuse, because I will tell you this thing in the future as well. The information, what I will tell you, you have to remember now. Monomer, small molecule, is called monomer, which is also called micromolecule. I already told you. Large molecule is called polymer. Large molecule is called polymer. It is also called macromolecule. In our body, small molecules combine to form large molecules. In our body, small molecules combine to form the large molecules. Students, small molecules combine to form large molecule. It means monomers combine to form the large molecule. Monomers combine to form the large molecule. Small molecules, I give you one example of the monomer. Amino acid is the monomer. Amino acid is the monomer. Amino acid is the monomer. If amino acid is the monomer, it will combine to form the large molecule. Protein, so protein is the polymer. Protein is the polymer. Once again, micromolecule is also called monomer. The macromolecule is also called the polymer. And small molecules combine to form the large molecule. Mean monomers combine to form the large molecule. Mean that small molecule will combine to form the large molecule. So monomer will combine to form the polymer. Polymer is a large molecule. Monomer is the small molecule. And monomer is also called as a micromolecule. Small molecule has two names according to my lecture. Micromolecule or monomer. Large molecule has two names. Macromolecule or the polymer. So it means in our body, students, two type of things are present. Small molecules are present and large molecules are present. These small molecules, which are called micromolecules, and large molecules, which are called macromolecules, they will make up your body. That is very technical. These molecules will make your body. Look here. Now the biological terms started. First we were talking about the chemistry, elements, atoms, molecules. Now go back to now biological terminology. Biomolecules. Now what is the meaning of the biomolecules? Look here. First, what is a biomolecules? The biomolecules assemble, they gather. Biomolecules, by the same macromolecules which I taught you. Glucose, starch, protein, and composition: carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, phosphorus. So it means that these small molecules or large molecules, micromolecules or macromolecules, they will combine, assemble, combine. They will combine. When they will combine, they will form a structures inside cell. Important term I am telling you. You should listen and write the spelling of that terminology. Many structures present in the cell. You will study full chapter about the structures which are present in the cell in the next days. And these structures which are present in the cells, they are called as organelles. They are called as the organelles. Structures which are present in the cell is called organelles. I am changing my angle so that my face should be clear. If that is not visible, you may tell me in the next lectures. I will try to clarify my face. Organelles. Organelles mean structures present inside cell. The structures present inside cell, those are called organelles. And organelles present in the cell. Structures present in the cell is called organelles. Example of organelles: mitochondria, or I show you one word, ribosome, visible to you, that is organelle. Mitochondria I am telling by myself, and you will study in the next chapters. Actually I am telling you structure of cell very in a short manner because you will study in the next chapter. The cell consists of many small structures, and those small structures are called organelles. organelles, organelles. So I am starting from small to large. Small to large. I told you are composed of elements. Correct reason, because you are composed of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur. I told you then you are composed of micromolecule and the macromolecule. That is also correct. That also correct. Reason, because carbon, hydrogen, oxygen combine to form micromolecule. If I say you are composed of monomer, correct, micromolecule is also called the monomer. If I told you that micromolecule combine to form the macromolecule, correct? Because small molecules combine to form the large molecule. Monomers combine to form the large molecule. Give you example, glucose is monomer and the protein is polymer. Starch is also the polymer. Lot of examples we can give. So if you are talking about, students, cell, we are coming to that topic. We are coming to the topic cell. How we are composed of the cells. Students, if you talk about the ribosome, once again I will come back to ribosome, which is a cell organelle. It will combine not this organelle, all organelles present in the cell. That will be mitochondria, that will be ribosomes, that will be the Golgi complex, that will be I am not naming because you will study in the next topics. Therefore, I will speak only that point which is needed now. Ribosomes I speak, that is organelles. These all organelles along with ribosomes will combine to form the cell. So what is cell? It is composed of structures, those structures called organelles. Now you got idea how the cell is formed? Small macromolecules mean, look at biomolecules combine to form organelles. Organelles mean the structure inside the cell. The structure inside the cell, and these structures which are present inside the cell, they will combine to form the cell. So they will form the cell. So is this clear now? That how the cell is formed? Many organelles they will combine. To form the cell. Many organelles will combine to form the cell. That is very easy now. Many organelles combine to form the cells. Now we go back to the thing which I wanted to share about the tissue. Yes. Achha, until now, is this clear that living things are composed of cell? That is also correct, because micromolecules combine to form macromolecules, macromolecules combine to form organelles, example ribosomes, and macromolecules combine to form organelles, and organelles combine to form the cell. So these structures will explain that human body is composed of cells, tissues, organ system. Now that is our next discussion. What is our next discussion? That how we can say that human body is composed of tissues. The students, I will share one information with you, that tissue is composed of similar cells. I start from organelles once again. Organelles combine to form the cell. So it means human body is composed of cell, correct? Because macromolecules they combine to form organelles like ribosomes. And ribosomes and other organelles like mitochondria, like nucleus, they combine to form the cell. And when these organelles combine to form the cell actually is the basic unit of the living thing. So you are basically composed of the cell. Now I tell you, dear students, tissues, similar group of the cells. You are watching the spelling of the tissue now. Similar group of the cells combine to form the tissue. Similar group of the cells combine to form the tissues. Similar group of the cells combine to form the tissue. I am repeating. Macromolecules combine to form the organelles. Organelles combine to form the cell. The cell combines to form the tissues. But in forming the tissues, the definition should be clear that similar group of the cells, because one cell is different from the other cells. So these cells are not alone, they are gathered, they occur in the form of the groups. When they occur in the form of the groups, they will form the tissue. So similar group of the cells. What is the tissue? Example of the tissue I tell you. Your body consists of the many systems: digestive system, circulatory system, respiratory system. Look at the organ system, which I will discuss. These systems composed of the tissues. and each tissue is different from each other. Like nervous tissue, your nervous system tissues are different from digestive system tissues. Therefore, I am telling that similar group of the cells mean the tissue, nervous tissue consists of similar group of the cell, and these cells are doing function of nervous system only, and they are different from digestive system group of the cells. Similarly, digestive tissues mean the tissues which are present in your digestive system, they are composed of the cells which are present in digestive system, and they are similar and they are performing the digestive functions. So similar group of the cells, they combine. Look here also definition similar cells. You can say similar group of the cell performing similar functions, mean digestive tissues perform digestion, circulatory. The tissues which are present in the heart is called cardiac tissues, mean they are performing the cardiac function. The tissues which are present in your in the kidney, they are called nervous, the excretory tissues. So different tissues perform different functions in your body. Students, now I will tell you about the organs and organ system. I will repeat, don't worry, I will repeat each and everything again and again. The tissue, what is a tissue? These tissues, until now we reached tissue. If anybody say you are composed of cell, you will say yes, I am composed of cell. Reason, because my cell is composed of organelle. Yeah, your body is composed of cell organelle. How you can say that your body is composed of cell organelle? Yes, because cell organelle is composed of micromolecule, macromolecule. You are composed of the micromolecule and the macromolecule. Here, how you are composed of the micromolecule and the macromolecule? Yes, I am composed of the micromolecule, macromolecule, because micromolecules are composed of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. You are composed of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Yes, because my basic composition is carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. So this data is clarifying that organic molecule like carbon, hydrogen, oxygen which is in a higher concentration is making your body, is making tissues, is making cells, is making organelles, is making everything. Now go back to organs and organ system. Organs and organ system, student. Organ and organ system level. Tissues I was talking about. I divided tissues into various types. I told you the tissues, nervous tissues which are present in the nervous system. Once again, the tissue, don't confuse in the tissue terminology. Cells combine to form tissues. How it is difficult? Very easy. Atom combine to form molecule, molecule combine to form micromolecule, micromolecules and combine to form macromolecule, macromolecule combine to form the organelle, organelle combine to form the cell, cell combine to form the tissue, and tissue combine to form the organs. Yes. And different tissues, one are digestive tissues, one is the nervous tissues, one is the excretory tissues, one is the tissue of your skeletal system. Digestive system, cardiac tissues will form circulatory system. So tissue mean, don't worry about tissue, that is simple cells. Cells, plural, not cell, because one cell is cell. When cell combine, that is tissue. But simple. They should be simple because they have to perform different functions. They have to perform the similar functions. So these tissues combine to form organs. So if stomach is there in your body, it means it composed of tissues, and tissues combine to form stomach. Now there are two type of living things. One is a prokaryote, one is a eukaryote, and one is a unicellular, one is a multicellular. I will speak about multicellular. I am speaking about multicellular organisms. Watching multicellular written in the screen. And similarly, different tissues of an organ perform different functions. Your organ consists of different tissues. So tissues combine to form the organs. Organs are specialized. Look here, I tell you one specialized. Muscles are the, for example, muscles function is contraction. Stomach is to digest the food. And if you are talking about the heart is pumping the blood to all parts of the body. So organ is depending upon the tissues, and tissues are combining to form the organs, and organs are performing the functions on the basis of the tissues, and tissues are different because they have to perform different functions. I speak once again, nervous tissues present in nervous system, different cells, because they have to conduct the message. The cardiac tissues present in the heart will do different function because they have to supply the blood to all parts of the body. The stomach tissue will provide the food, will digest the food, and they will do different function. Reason is that because they will digest the food, and they will change the protein into amino acid. I will discuss in digestive system. Now I come back to systems. Organs combine to form system. Look at digestive system. Study in detail in the next chapter. Just in short, your esophagus, this tube, look here, this esophagus, stomach here, and then intestine. They completely are the parts of digestive system. So organs, different organs combine to form the system. Normally we say organ system. Reason is that system is not formed without organs. So because organs are involved in formation of the system, so it is called organ system. So organ system is the final terminology or final large terminology we explain that human body is composed of. So these all informations are correct, and only we give importance to cells. Reason is that because cell is the unit of living thing is the cell. That's why we say that what is the composition of living thing? Cell. Because life starts from the cell. Then these cells combine to form the tissues. These tissues combine to form the organs, and the organs combine to form the organ system. One thing is clear, that all cells are not similar. Some cells are different. Some cells of nervous system is different. Cells of digestive system is different. All cells are performing different functions. If you are watching this paragraph will tell you that level of organization means your body is composed of which thing. This is organization. Your body is organized. How much? Your body is organized very, very good, because systems are present, and systems consist of different tissues. Different tissues mean different cells. Why different tissues? Because they have to perform different. Muscular tissue, because muscles tissues are different. Muscles tissues cells are different because their function to contract and relax. Contract means, look here, contraction, relax, contract, relax, contract, relax. If my finger is moving, look here, these fingers are moving just because of muscles, skeletal muscles are contracting, relaxing. So my movement, even heart movement, depending upon the muscles. So muscles involved in the lot of function in our body. I will tell you. Nervous system is performing function, sending message, because nervous tissues. Your glands, you consist of many glands. Your glands are working because your gland tissues are different from other tissues. Your muscular tissues are different. Your skin outer layer, this is epidermal tissue written. I tell you, it's detail in second chapter, detail in a structure of cell, epidermal tissues. But I tell you, skin, upper layer, this is called epidermal tissues. And epidermal tissue will be different from the muscular tissues. So it is clear now. Now one confusion is clear, that if you was confused, sir, cells are composed of, we are composed of atoms. That is correct. Why? Because atoms are oxygen, carbon, hydrogen. Sir, in the book is written element. So what is the difference between element and atom? Nothing. Many atoms combine to form element. Similar atoms combine. So oxygen, if many oxygen atoms are together, they are element. So carbon is many carbon atoms are together, they are the element. Many hydrogen atoms are together, that is element. And you will note sulfur is not written here. So sulfur is the part of our body, because sulfur is significant part of sulfur bridge in the protein. Nitrogen is written, calcium is written, phosphorus is written, sulfur is not written. Okay, sulfur is also part of our body. So these carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, major elements, they combine to form the micromolecule. Micromolecules combine to form the macromolecules, and macromolecules. Now if you have macromolecule, that is the raw material of your body. What is the raw material? Mean your body is composed the basic thing. Now you will come back to the actual terms of your body. Macromolecule combine to form the organelles, ribosomes, mitochondria, nucleus. These organelles form to form the cell. So cell is formed because these organelles are the structures which are present in the cell. Small to large we are moving now. So organelles will form earlier, the cell will form later on. So cell, now structural and functional unit of living thing is the cell. Until now is clear. Division of labor is written. Division of labor mean your cells are doing labor in your body and they are dividing their work. Some cells are telling, I will do nervous system function, I will conduct a message. That cell will have different structure, will be different. Some cells will form stomach, I will digest the food, so it will be different. So division of labor, the cells will divide. It is clear until now that many different type of cells are present. Human body is composed of cells, but different type of cells are present. These different type of cells are very useful because these different type of the cells will form different type of the body. These different type of the cell will form different type of the tissues. So similar group of cell will form one type of tissue. Another group of the cells will form another type of the tissues. This is a base to form different organs. One type of tissue will form one type of organ. One type of tissue will form one type of organ. One type of digestive type of tissue will form digestive organ like stomach. One nervous tissue will form the nervous organ. And similarly, these different tissues will form the organs, and organs form to form the organ system. And large term in your composition is the systems of the body: digestive system, circulatory system, reproductive system. Smallest term is cell. Why not atom? Because that is a little bit related with chemistry. So biological things will start from the cell. So never mean you are not composed of atom, because atoms combine to form micromolecules, micromolecules combine to form the macromolecules, macromolecules combine to form organelles, organelles combine to form the cell. But you will start from the cell, and the cell is the structural unit, yani basic unit of your body is the cell, and it will combine to form the organs, tissues first of all, and then tissues goes to organs, and organs goes to organ system. Nice to listen ninth class, and I hope you will revise, and I will continue. All information will be repeated in the upcoming lectures. If you will get this data is going to be repeated again and again. Thank you very much, and you will wait for my third lecture. Thank you very much. And one thing, students, I would like to tell you that recalling of these lectures are very important. If you are not listening only, and you are not memorizing, you are not discussing with your textbook, you will forget these things and will make difficult when I will revise these discussions. So I hope you will revise these discussions, and third lecture will come very soon. Thank you very much.